Hey there, it is Yashel from Boss Economics. I just had to get on here and just remind you all that you all are natural born leaders, Black people. If you've ever forgotten that, just let me just remind you that beneath our current Black economic crisis, which lies a whole nother problem, which is Black people's depreciation of community. One thing is leaders are always caring about the community and doing the actual work every single day to bring up that community that leader cares about. As a natural born leader such as yourself, when you attempt to share knowledge about the dire situation in the Black community, and people might ask you, because you are a leader, they might ask you, why do you care so much? And you're thinking to yourself, how could look around? How could you not care about people who look like you? You're all going through similar situations. A lot of you are suffering from the similar situations. If somebody can get, so somebody like you can get shot across the country, um, that could easily be your child or your cousin or somebody that you know. So it's important to care about the community. Have you ever felt like you tried and you tried and you tried and you failed over and over again? Almost to the point where you're so exhausted and you want to give up, but you never actually give up because there's something in you that calls you back to your calling, to your purpose, to your passion. Well, it's failure. Let's be real. It's failure, but failure is actually really good. Failure is good because failure is not fatal. It's not going to kill you. It means you get another shot to try again. You get another shot to do better. And failure is like an opportunity. What failure does is it reevaluates you, or you reevaluate the situation and you come back to the drawing board even stronger. It doesn't matter how many businesses you started in the past or how many failed relationships you've had in the past. There is something to learn from each and every one of them because failure is like a redirection. It shows you what not to do. So once you've had enough of what not to do, suddenly you start to get it and you realize, okay, this is what I have to do. So this is a reminder, we are natural born leaders. It is in the blood of our ancestors who created their own self contained nations all across Africa, across the world. We can take control of our situation. We don't have to depend on another or non blacks. We don't have to depend on non blacks to take care of us. We can build our own nations. We can build our own economics again. We don't have to slave after these people. It's 2020 and those days are over with. The curse is gone. There's no curse on us. Only thing that's holding us back is us. So what we all should do is take leadership in your communities, take leadership online, build an online presence, build an offline presence. Every leader should be online and offline. That's every black person, because it's going to take all of you all of us. And we can't really build without one another. As corny as that may sound, it's the truth. No group of nations build by themselves. It takes the actual people to do the actual work. So we don't have to waste time gossiping and complaining about who did this to a black person. We need to take control. And as natural born leaders, we have the power to build our businesses in the black community, to build our communities, to it's our jobs, it's all of our responsibilities to engage others, to become active leaders. We must rebuild the Black Wall Street communities because the community allows us to support one another, interact, share experiences in our modern life struggles. I don't know about many of you, and if you ever even experienced a Black community, an actual functional, good, non ghetto Black community, right? People take care of each other. The black people can lean on each other. It's actually, you walk down the street, y'all are speaking to each other, updating each other. I don't see that nowadays. I see none of that. But it's okay. It's all right because we're going to build it again. So having this open bond with other black people is what builds valuable relationships. And this might be why a lot of our relationships are suffering. If you notice in the community, you hear the black men talking about black women, you hear black women talking about black men and how horrible they are. Many of this might come because we have not put community first. We haven't put ourselves first. So when you have a community built, there's like this moral, these unwritten rules that you love each other, you respect each other, you take care of each other. When we build these communities worldwide, we are rich in resources. Now that's a perk. That is a perk of building a strong community, but that starts with us. Now, to encourage our brothers and sisters to start caring for something larger than themselves, if like we're out, we should be out of the survival mode. I get it. I get the ghetto. Okay, it put us in survival mode. We were tripping. We had a whole bunch of anxiety and fear. We didn't want to die, so we shot each other. We didn't want to get beat up, so we jumped on each other. We didn't want to get teased and tortured, so we tortured each other. We stole off one another. Those days are over with. So now we need to be focused on building a new community. I'm not talking about ghetto 2.0. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Do what it takes now to build our community back up, then we will get what we always have been getting, which is mindlessness, recklessness, reckless communities, bad spending behavior that has brought the black community to its knees. I really hope that you're working on your goal every single day. So, the acorns, the squirrel gets the acorn every day, gets a couple acorns, puts it in his pal, and at the end of the season, this little itty bitty cute little squirrel has a big old mountain of acorns. And you're like, wow, that squirrel got all the acorns. That squirrel must be magic. It must have just like happened overnight. There's this overnight mentality thing that just does not exist. It's not real. That squirrel worked his butt off for the past 9 months, 10 months, collecting those acorns. That's the part you don't see. So the magic that a lot of you are waiting on is the magic that you're supposed to put in yourself every single day consistently. You're building tiny little acorns. They're adding up. So working on your passion or just simply doing what you want to do gives you a sense of freedom. People in society put pressure on us to live a certain way, but this is not about them. This is about you. This is about what gives you a sense of peace and security and money. Come on, we need all of that. We need the peace, security, and the money all at the same time. We deserve that. Summoning our natural born leader within ourselves starts with you leading one person, and that is yourself. Now, I know you aren't locked up in a physical jail, but that doesn't mean that you aren't living in a mental prison or a spiritual prison. So I remember when I started a business selling non-black owned products, I asked myself, why am I doing this? Like, this company is great, but this company should be a black owned company. It should be something that's for black people. There has to be something that's for us. We keep giving our stuff out, giving our money out to everybody. We are taking care of everybody. But none of those people are taking care of us. They don't care about our wealth. They don't care about that our children have wealth, hell, that our children even have a place to stay. So we need to turn those $1.3 trillion back towards us. It's time for us now. Every other nation came up. Every other group of people came up. We're still at the bottom. This starts with you. This starts with me. Anyway, you are a natural born leader, and hopefully you all can share some things that you're doing in your community with me. I really would like to know, to see how you are being a leader, what you're doing, the steps you're taking every day. That would be really appreciated. I'll talk to you all later. Peace and blessings. Hey, I'm Yashel, and I'm glad you showed up. Welcome to Boss Economics. The purpose of Boss Economics is to unite black people to buy from black-owned businesses consistently. We have a $1.3 trillion black spending problem. 97% of our trillions go to whites, Asians, and Arabs, you name it. We can use that money to build wealth, to purchase land, and increase resources. I can't believe no one is talking about this. We are literally funding our own oppression. With this system I'm presenting to you, we will be able to produce thousands, if not millions, of black millionaires every year. How do we do that? We do that by participating in our online black economy. Black people buying from black-owned businesses consistently has a massive positive impact on our race. Buying black makes all the difference. It creates prosperous businesses, it creates jobs, it reduces unemployment, it creates wealth, it reduces crime, reduces dependence on government aid. It teaches us that we can do for ourselves. It instills pride in our race and so much more. Our company has 3 powerful groups. These 3 groups work together to create the movement of black-made products from black businesses to black consumers, which creates jobs, wealth, and freedom for our race. The 3 groups are the suppliers, the marketers, and the supporters. The suppliers are black business owners who make their own products or services and join the supplier program. The suppliers ship the company a supply of the products each month, and they place them in the warehouse. The marketers promote the products to the black consumers who order them online, and the staff ships the products directly to the consumers. Suppliers then get paid for each product sold. The second program is the marketers. The marketers sell the products. Marketers are black people who join the marketing opportunity. They encourage black people they know to purchase from the movement, where they can get paid for each sale they make. Marketers also invite other black people to become marketers as well. By building a team of marketers, they can earn income from their sales that their team makes. The third program is the supporters. Supporters are black consumers who sign up to purchase products monthly on the site. Supporters receive discounts, earn rewards, dollars for their purchases, and receive great recognition for buying black monthly. Supporters can also refer other black consumers to the supporter program and earn reward dollars from each purchase that they make. As a people, we must work together to solve our own problems. Through this movement, thousands of us are working together to promote, sell, and distribute black-made products and services to black consumers worldwide. There's over 69,000 of us in 157 different countries with over 147,000 products sold on the website and growing. So you're going to want to be a part of this movement. It's your duty as a black person who's ever complained about anything that happened to you to either become a supporter, a marketer, or a supplier. If you're not buying black, then you're just talking. You're just being a talktivist. We want to be activists. And how do we act? We act with our dollar. We don't want to wait until 2053 when the black median wealth falls to 0. We don't want to wait for that. That's going to be an ugly day. We don't want to wait for the racial wealth gap to be even wider in 30 years. So become a supplier, a marketer, or a supporter today. Go to yashel.com, fill out the information. I'll send you my referral link, and we can take it from there.